So, Mr. Nash, you hooked her up with Michael B. Jordan, right?
Indeed.
All righty.
He fine, she fine. I mean, why not? They were broken up. He was at the Revolt Music Conference with Gina.
Okay.
And I was getting thirst to my phone because Cassie found out.
Now for what's trending in true crime. Celebrity name drops in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial. We heard a lot of names swirling around, like Michael B. Jordan and Mike Myers. But these celebrity names being brought into the courtroom might not be what it seems. Celebrity stylist Deontay Nash testified in federal court this week. He's also the former stylist to Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura. On Thursday, he testified that he introduced Cassie to actor Michael B. Jordan, trying to set them up. That happened while Nash was on a job in Miami, styling rapper Lil' Kim. Also on Thursday, alleged victim named Mia testified about what she saw while attending a major celebrity's party. Since there are no cameras allowed in the courtroom, we're bringing you the testimony generated from AI.
Did you go to the party at Prince's?
Yes.
What happened when you got to the party?
We danced on this purple uplit plexiglass covering of an indoor pool and hung out with our friends, and Prince performed on a little table. We were just having fun.
Did there come a time when Mr. Combs showed up to the party?
Yes.
What did you see when Mr. Combs showed up?
I saw his bucket hat come through the entrance and made eye contact with him.
So you and Mr. Combs locked eyes?
Yes.
How did you react after that?
Oh, crap. Me and Cass just booked it.
You and Cassie started running?
Yes.
Where did you go?
We ran through the house, which was quite confusing, and we are trying. When you make it out to the yard, there was something across the street that looked like, I don't know if it was woods or not, but somewhere to hide, like bushes, and we were trying to run to hide there.
What happened while you were running?
Puff caught Cass.
When you say he caught Cass, what do you mean?
He caught up to her and had her on the ground.
What happened after Mr. Combs got Cassie to the ground?
He started to attack her, but Prince's security swiftly intervened.
Mia also worked for Sean Combs as a personal assistant after she worked for actor Mike Myers. We'll hear more from Mia this morning. And still with us this hour, criminal defense attorney David Bruno and former prosecutor William Illenfeld. And joining us now is rapper and media personality Headcrack. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Happy Friday to all of you. Okay, Headcrack, let's start with you. What do these celebrity name drops mean within the entertainment industry?
I mean, they're notable names, and I think it also makes, people click on the headlines more. I mean, Michael B. Jordan is a guy who's popping, fresh off the success of Sinners. He's, I think, on the cover of either GQ or Esquire magazine this week. So it's a name that, people are going to click on. And, the media at large, I think, wants to know all of the names that may possibly come out, associated with this case, whether it be people who attended the freak-offs or even people who maybe had a brush with Diddy during all these times. So that makes it interesting.
It does make it interesting. David, what do you think? How do these celebrity name drops matter in a serious case like this one?
Well, look, for the initial reports, we had a long list of all these celebrities that you may hear, even in the instructions to the jury panels, all of the names. But as we continue to hear this testimony, it's really coming into a little clearer picture. I mean, the Kid Cudi conflicts was ones that you would read out of a book, with the potential kidnapping, with the guns, with the arson of the vehicle. That right now, and Cassie Ventura, obviously, the hotel video and her testimony about the abuse has been the headlines of the substantive evidence to date. And we're looking at another couple weeks of testimony, and I expect that we continue to hear names, and it'll be clear as to how they all play into this case.
William, let's bring you in on this. How does the celebrity name dropping make Sean Diddy Combs look in a case like this? I mean, those were his circles. That's who he ran with, all of these celebrities.
Yeah, I think as a prosecutor, you might be worried that you'll have a member of the jury who becomes starstruck and maybe gets distracted by the circles that Diddy ran in. But at the end of the day, I think you'll have some jurors who never heard of Kid Cudi or who didn't know Cassie, who she was, or that she was a singer. So you'll have a mixture on that jury, people who are familiar with these celebrities and some who are not. At the end of the day, though, and by the way, this was a great week for the government with Capricorn Clark's testimony, Deontay Nash, Mia yesterday, and again today. They have really scored a lot of points. I think at the end of the day, this jury is going to very much dislike Sean Combs, and they might be entertained by the fact that he has celebrity friends and ran in circles with famous actors and other singers and rappers. But at the end of the day, they're not going to like Sean Combs. I think they're going to convict Sean Combs, and they'll have a lot of stories to tell their friends once this is over and they're allowed to talk about it, and they can describe all the different Hollywood celebrities that they got to hear about. And this is also obviously a big case for social media influencers. They're covering it extensively because of all these names. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to impact the jury's decision.
Let's play a clip of stylist Deontay Nash about how he set up Cassie with actor Michael B. Jordan after Sean Combs was with another woman. Let's play that, and I'll talk with you guys about it on the other side.
Mr. Combs signed off on a contract to allow Cassie to do a movie, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Can you drive it home? Because, yes, I did hook her up with Michael B. Jordan. I know where we're going with this.
Let's...
No.
Hold on. Mr. Donaldson, let's get a new question.
Okay. So, Mr. Nash, you hooked her up with Michael B. Jordan, right?
Indeed.
All righty.
She fine. I mean, why not? They were broken up. He was at the Revolt Music Conference with Gina.
Okay.
And I was getting threats to my phone because Cassie found out.
Wait.
Mr. Nash, let Mr. Donaldson ask questions. You give him the answers, and then we'll take it from there.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Donaldson?
Yes. So, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So, you were in Miami at the Revolt. Let's break this down, right?
Yep.
And Cassie was in South Africa with Mia, correct?
Correct.
And then it's your information that, not your information, but you observed Mr. Combs with someone else in Miami, correct?
Oh no. You're not putting that on me. That was another stylist named Icon Tips that texted her and said, "Oh, girl, you look good coming out of the car." And she called me and told me, "Girl, is that girl Gina there?" I said, "I don't know. I ain't seen her because, Puff and Derek would keep me away when Gina was there. Never seen her or met Gina." And that's how that went.
Okay, head crack. I'm going to bring you in on this. How does a Cassie Ventura and Michael B. Jordan relationship affect someone like Sean Combs? When we were there sitting in the courtroom, we heard Cassie testifying about how Sean would become insanely jealous of her going out and dating other men. Even defense counsel would say to her, you were unfaithful to Sean Combs. What does this do, hearing your woman is dating someone else?
I mean, I think a person like him who has ego issues, clearly, right? He's clearly triggered by anybody younger, newer, fresher, impeding on his territory. And anytime he remotely, found out that Cassie was interested in anybody else, he would step in, do imposing things, do things to scare, Cassie away from these people. So it seems to also paint a pattern of behavior from the Kid Cudi thing to the Michael B. Jordan thing and others.